Tonight's game is being brought to you by City National Bank. The Angels kicked off the homestand last night with a loss, and tonight they're trying to even up the series at a game apiece. The Pittsburgh Pirates in town. It is game 2 of this 3-game set from Angel Stadium. We welcome you inside our broadcast booth and back to Angels baseball on Fox Sports West. He's Mark Gubiza, and I'm Victor Rojas. And the Angels on the mound today will have Griffin Canning. He's off the injured list, back on the bump, and Gooby, I think he's probably hoping that he can kind of figure his way out, especially over the next 5 to 6 weeks.
Victor, his last time out was excellent too before he went on the IL. When you think of it, go back to that 6 shutout innings. He had 7 strikeouts, just 1 walk. Big thing for him is 67% of his pitches that day were in the strike zone. Prior to those last few starts, he wasn't in the strike zone consistently, especially on the very first pitch, but he was throwing 93, 96 all night long. His slider was very good. His curveball was excellent. Changeup was good as well. I look from that same type of tempo. He has a good bullpen sessions. He feels 100%. They'll probably keep him around that 90 pitch limit, but look for him to go out and dominate, get some swing and misses out of the strike zone with his breaking ball.
Well, one thing the Angels need to clean up is the defense over the last couple of weeks. It has been a little bit shoddy and has certainly hurt the Angels early in last night's game. We're just about ready for baseball here in Southern California. Sit back, relax. Got lineups and first pitch when we return. Angels baseball on Fox Sports West is brought to you by Hyundai. Make your summer better than ever at the Hyundai Epic Summer Clearance going on now. By Jack in the Box. Try Jack's $4.99 barbecue bacon double cheeseburger combo. Only at participating Jack in the Box restaurants. And by your Southern California Cadillac dealers. Halos trying to even up the series at a game apiece here at Angel Stadium as Mike Trout does his customary autograph signing before each game. Griffin Canning is on the mound. Trevor Williams will be on the mound for the Pittsburgh Pirates. The Battle of Southern California. Williams, a San Diego native. Griffin, of course, an Orange County native. So we'll see what the Halos have in store. Last night it was not pretty, especially early on. A 10-2 defeat at the hands of the Bucks. That had gone 4-24 since the All-Star break. And unfortunately for the Angels, it's been that kind of a trend over the last well, a couple of weeks to be exact, really starting with that series here against the Baltimore Orioles. Not really playing up to their potential, if anything playing perhaps down to the opposition that they're facing.
Really just comes down to catching the baseball, getting back to that solid Angel defense we saw the first 4 months of the year. Over the last month or so hasn't been as good. So it goes down to Griffin Canning working at a good pace today, which he generally will do. Hopefully the defense will pick him up and continue to get those swing and misses on his breaking pitches. 3
errors last night, but we'll see if everything gets tightened up a little bit better tonight. Pittsburgh with the win, 49-69. We'll have this lineup as presented by Clint Hurdle. Adam Frazier gets a start at second base. Brian Reynolds in left field. Starling Marte's in center. Josh Bell at DH. Colin Moran is at third base. Jose Osuna at first. Kevin Newman, the shortstop. Jacob Stallings behind the plate. And Pablo Reyes once again batting ninth and playing shortstop. Griffin Canning's on the bump. This will be his 17th appearance, 16th start. 4-6 with a 4.76 ERA.
Yeah, fastball is going to be 91, 96 for those slider, curveball, and changeup. My go-tos today for Griffin Canning to really have it working and build off what he did that last start is throw a lot of first pitch strikes, get ahead of the count throughout. 67% of first pitch strikes last time out. That's why he was so effective, and get chases with the breaking ball. That's a curve and slider. 92% of his swinging strikes last start were out of the strike zone. All nose breaking pitches, the slider and curveball. Very important for him to get those chases out of the zone.
Check out the defense for the Angels behind Griffin tonight. Upton, Trout, and Calhoun in the outfield. The standard. Theis and Fletcher. David's back in the lineup after a day off. Rengifo and Pujols round out the infield. And Stassi behind the plate.
And David Fletcher back at shortstop, where he's been very solid. Very solid as far as his fielding percentage. 988 fielding percentage. Just 1 error. 11 double plays turned. Second in the AL as far as 20+ starts in shortstop position. Having that type of fielding percentage, 988 for David Fletcher.
Halos with the loss last night find themselves at 58-62 and an even 500 here at home at 29-29. Adam Frazier ready to lead things off. 27-year-old Georgian native takes upstairs for ball one. .266 average for Frazier. 6 home runs, 31 runs batted in. It's 23 doubles and 4 triples. Two balls, no strikes. Veteran Laz Diaz calling the balls and strikes. Corey Blazer at first, Tony Randazzo at second, Jeff Nelson, the crew chief, at third. Thice off the line at third. 2-0 pitch. That is ripped down the right field line. It is hooking and it goes foul. 2-1.
At the too high, fastball is up and away. A fastball in, he was ready.
Saw a Pirates team last night that came out swinging early, especially if you're in the strike zone early. 13 total hits. And with 3 for 13 with men in scoring position. Even though they lost on Sunday against St. Louis, they scored 9 runs. So back-to-back games for a Bucs team that has been struggling, but they've scored 9 or more runs in the last 2 games.
They are aggressive. They put the ball in play generally. Home run ball big last night with 4 of them.
3-1, foul back, full count. Brian Reynolds on deck. Here's payoff now.
Good velocity on the fastball already. 95 a couple times already in this at bat for Griffin Canning.
Griffin a total of 79 in the 3rd innings. 69 hits allowed, 86 strikeouts, 26 walks.
And the 3-2 slider out in front. It's one of those times too, if you felt real comfortable with your changeup, depending on how that feel that pitch was in the bullpen, warm it up, but a good time to throw one.
Lofted out the left field, playable for Upton. 1 down.
Real good location on off-speed pitch. Had some firm fastballs, came back. It's a fly ball out.
Here comes Reynolds. 1 for 5 last night, a home run in the 6th inning. His 12th of the year. .110 hits on the year. That leads all major league rookies. .333 batting average, 12 home runs and 48 runs batted in. Switch hitting left fielder. Nice breaking ball from Griffin.
Back-to-back curveballs. That one he overthrew a bit. He's already established in all his pitches, all 4 here in the 1st inning.
Is that a good thing, though?
It was a time, Victor, where as a starting pitcher, because you're expecting to be in that 7th, 8th, and 9th inning, you throw a lot more fastballs early on and then gradually used all your secondary pitches. But when you're on a pitch limit, and what we're seeing a lot in baseball now from starting pitchers, don't leave anything in the tank. Go out, go hard for that 5 or 6 innings. So at that point, you would use all your pitches even early on in the 1st inning.
All right, hear me out here, because I have a little theory here. This was fouled off. 2 balls, 2 strikes. If the numbers that we see nowadays in baseball, and I'm talking about from an ERA standpoint, continue to rise because it has become acceptable, clearly you're giving up more runs and you have more base runners. Even though the strikeouts are up, at some point, right, you're giving up runs. That's how the ERA goes up. Why not go back to the normal school of thought of, hey, you know what? I'm going to actually get quick outs and work deeper in a game and control the situation a little bit more.
And to your point, Victor, part of the reason why you're seeing ERAs going up, like, it's because they're throwing full max, so you're not hitting your spots like you normally would hit your spots. So the firm fastball, the firm breaker ball, is going to get at times a lot more of the plate than when you're under control.
And I'm talking about across the board as a 1-out walk to Reynolds. I mean, if you see this across the board and you see numbers going downward, you're seeing a trend that this is working collectively, then I'm all right, go for it. But clearly it's not. And you're forced to use starters, and you've got guys that are only programmed to basically just go 5 innings at max effort for maybe 100 pitches.
And young pitchers being trained in the minor leagues with that same type of philosophy. Just don't leave anything in the tank. Full max, swing and miss mentality. Now, we always wanted to keep that swing and miss mentality when we needed, with a guy in scoring position or later in the game when you had the game on the line. But you were seeing it every time now. Pitchers from the very first pitch, they're letting the other team, your opponent, seeing all your pitches first or second batter of the game. So there's no deception as far as, all right, what's he going to go with 2 strikes, or with when he's ahead of the count or even behind in the count.
Like that pitch right there, you seldom saw 10 years ago.
No, because you're going to throw a breaking ball, but it's going to be closer to the lower part of the strike zone where you get some soft contact towards the end of the bat.
That's a strikeout pitch right there.
Yeah, that's the swing and miss mentality you have even in the first inning. Your 16th pitch of the game. That's why, I mean, there's a lot of reasons why there's a lot of home runs, but when you're throwing as hard as you can, chances are the baseball is being seen out of the hand a little bit longer than normal for a hitter, because you're flying open, because you're trying to max effort to throw every pitch. So you're seeing the baseball, even though it's coming in hard, you're seeing the baseball a little bit longer out of the hand. When you're under control, you're hiding the baseball much better.
Yeah. Not only that, there's more pitches thrown per at bat. Therefore, you're seeing more of that release point, whether it's fastballs or breaking balls.
And from the late great Don Drysdale on forth, during the course of the bat, the more pitches you throw, the more you're going to throw at least one pitch in that zone for a hitter to have a chance against you.
3-1. Bouncer back up the middle. Fletcher can't come up with it. Deflects it out to center. It's a single for Marte. First and second, 1 out. Josh Bell coming to the plate.
Quick infield there just by Fletcher as he dives. He's going to try to get to that baseball and flip it to Rengifo. Gets a little leather on it, but not enough to keep it in the glove and make a play at second. Marte's having a great series already, 4 for 6.
Josh Bell, power hitting DH in this series. 286 average, 30 home runs, 95 runs batted in. He comes up with 2 on, 1 out. Wild pitch. The throw's going to second base, and Marte is out at second.
That's a great play by Stassi. He knows he has no play at third, but quickly fires a strike to second base. That's a big out. Gets away. Right away he's looking, and a good job by Fletcher. Get right to the base and a quick tag at second. That's a huge out. Only the first inning, but the way Pittsburgh swung the bats yesterday in the first, big out. Good throw by Stassi.
One out of Bell. 2 balls, no strikes. They called it a fielder's choice, allowing Reynolds to get to third. Kind of an interesting scoring decision.
I guess because one of the runners is thrown out, it can't be necessarily a wild pitch at that point.
Yeah. 3-0.
It's like if both runners are going and on a stolen base, if he gets to third base, but the runner's thrown out at second, he doesn't get a stolen base either, going to third.
22 pitches for Griffin. Top of the first.
I wouldn't groove a fastball here now, the Bell. I would take my chance on the next batter.
Went with a breaking ball.
It's a wise decision. The way he's been swinging the last few games after struggling to hit a home run, 3 home runs in his last 2 games.
Bell yesterday 2 for 5 with a home run, a couple of RBIs, draws the walk. Second free pass issued by Canning. Runners at the corners. Colin Moran coming to the plate. Did not play yesterday.
Going through a series of signs. Max Stassi, as far as where to throw, would go through. This is the point of the game. If he does go, you throw the ball through to second base. Well, no stolen baseman caught once. Now later in the game, no. You fake throw to second and quickly throw to third.
Moran, a 281 average. And then more signs being flashed here. 11 home runs, 62 runs batted in for Moran. Starting third baseman today, 26-year-old from New York. Chases the high fastball. Reynolds at third base, Bell at first. Here's the 0-1. Moran, one of the pieces that came over from Houston in the Garrett Cole deal. Originally in the Marlins system. First round pick by the Fish back in 2013. Here's University of North Carolina.
Here's one of those counts now. Your mindset is, I'm making him swing at a non-strike. And that means I'm throwing a breaking ball here.
One and two. Moran, college teammates with Pirates catcher Jacob Stallings in college. Mike Moore, also a member of that 2011 Tar Heel baseball team.
How often do you have Mike Moore and
a Moran
and a Moran on the same team?
1-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
And Moran has been very, very good with runners in scoring position. 353. So on the plate.
Breaking ball rolled foul. Nice one-handed grab over the railing. Lost his glasses. Got the baseball though.
Yep.
Skied on the right side. Rengifo on the dirt. Makes the catch for the third down. So no damage against Griffin Canning. A lot of pitches. No scoring in the bottom of the first inning. We'll take a look at the Angels lineup. Game number 121 of the season. We'll have David Fletcher leading things off at short. Mike Trout is in center. Shohei Ohtani at DH. Justin Upton's in left. Cole Calhoun is at right. Albert Pujols at first. Matt Thaiss at third. Luis Rengifo is batting eighth, playing second base. Max Stassi rounding out the starting nine. He is doing the catching. Is the 27-year-old right-hander, San Diego native. Trevor Williams is on the mound. This will be his 18th start of the season. He's 4-5 with a 5.06 ERA.
Yeah, fastball 90-94 slider. Changeup, my go-tos for him to be successful, or the Angels have success against him, is being aggressive on those early fastball. He's given up 11 home runs versus fastball. Be aggressive early against that and crush those mistake sliders. When he gets on a roll and keeps the ball down, he'll get a lot of ground ball action, so be prepared to jump on an early fastball.
Misses inside for ball one. Fletcher, day off yesterday, hitting .277. 5 home runs and 39 runs batted in.
You see how he tries to force that fastball in lower part of the strike zone. When you look at some of the hitters in this lineup today for the Angels, whether it's Mike Trout, Albert Pujols, they prefer that sinker lower part of the strike zone.
Breaking ball. Gets Fletcher to chase it. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Now it's a more difficult matchup for David Fletcher because he loves pitches in the upper third of the strike zone. So he's going to try to force Williams up with his pitches. You might be saying full count quite a bit in this first inning.
Trout on deck. Payoff pitch hit past the third baseman, Moran, and into the corner. Fletcher heading to second easily in there with a leadoff double, 25th double of the year.
Going to get one of those fastballs on the inner half, but hit it very, very well. Fastball, upper third, right above the belt, and always in position to hit that one hard. Fletcher barreled the bat out in front, lines it down left field line. Miranda third base, in scoring position here for Trout.
Fletcher now 2 doubles behind Trout, the team leader, 27. Mike, a .295 hitter, 39 home runs, 92 runs batted in. Trout went hitless last night. 3 fly ball outs, did draw 2 walks, so the on base percentage at .439 still.
So they're still trying to pitch Trout inside, but the lower third inside fastball can go a long way.
Two balls, no strikes. Trout overall last night faced 26 pitches from the Pirates. They used 3 pitchers. Mitch Keller, the rookie, picked up his first major league win, went 5 innings. The former Angel Chris Stratton went 3 scoreless. Ted Vasquez touching triple digits in the 9th. Breaking ball misses. 3-0. There's Keller.
Impressed with him last night. 97-98, good curveball. If he continues to improve with that pitch, he's got a chance of being a big time top of the rotation guy.
You know, a lot of times we see Trout getting pitched, especially this year, really in. I think that pitch right there, you would think would be a little bit more effective, especially if you're trying to keep him in the yard.
Yeah, because he hasn't hit that. He'll hit up and away out to right center, not the down and away one.
3-1 pitch, and it's upstairs. Borderline pitch. Trout gets the benefit of the doubt, and it's a walk. 2 on to start this one for the Angels. So plenty of traffic in this first innings. Take a look at the Buccos defensively. Reynolds, Marte, Reyes in the outfield from left to right. Moran, Newman, Frazier, and Osuna from third to first. Stallings behind the plate once again.
And Frazier at second base. The improvement as far as his fielding for the Pirates this year. Up at 988 when you go back to 2015, 951 fielding percentage. His 5th year in the big leagues. 59 double plays turned at second base for Adam Frazier.
Shohei hitting .289. He had a 1-for-5 game last night. Singled in the 7th inning. Struck out a couple of times.
Should see a fastball here. Not a fastball, will be a changeup. And he came with the changeup.
First conversation for the Pirates. Halos managed 2 runs last night, total of 9 hits. They were 0 for 5 with men in scoring position.
Most times when you're having a tough time with the strike zone, you try a breaking ball to get in the middle part of the plate. If you look at pitches where Shohei Ohtani has had the most trouble with, it's been a breaking ball. Painted the outside corner at 93.
Two one. Shohei shoots one down the left field line, slices out of play. 2-2.
As a right fielder, and you can see that with Reyes right now, you can play way off the right field line, more in the gap. Shohei Ohtani has not pulled many baseballs to right field in a while, even against a right-handed pitcher.
Fletcher at second, Trout at first. Bottom of the first, no score. Shohei shoots one down the left field line. There's a fair ball. Fletcher will score. Trout on his way to third. Shohei on his way to second. RBI double. Halos have a 1-0 lead.
This ball hit hard as well the other way by Shohei Ohtani. That's the approach we've seen for quite a while for Shohei, and successful on that swing. Getting that early lead. It's our top tier play brought to you by Arco. Fastball, didn't get that sink action to it, about thigh high. Stays with it and lines it to left field. Driving in a run, his 48th, picking up his 14th double as well on that swing.
Justin Upton at the plate. Infield back, nobody out. Upton a 1-for-4 game last night with a single and a run scored.
Quick momentum shift after Pittsburgh unable to score against Griffin Canning. Set up by a nice play by Max Stassi on that throw to second base. The Angels come right back and score with chance to score more now in the first inning.
One ball, one strike. Trout and Ohtani on the bases, third and second respectively. Williams last start out gave up 6 runs on 8 hits in 5 innings against the Brewers at home. That was on the 7th. As Upton bounces this one to the left side.
That's a great read by Trout.
Yeah. I'm surprised really that Moran didn't come home, but he takes the out, gives up the run. It's 2-0. Upton picks up the RBI, his 22nd.
And right away, Trout's reading that. It's going to be a tough play. He didn't even think about looking towards home. He was looking more to see if Ohtani went off the base, if there would be a play at second. Instead goes to first base. Trout reads it well, scores a second run. Working hard to score those runs early.
Cole takes downstairs. You got a guy on the mound right now just struggling. I mean, he's missing spots. Got to try to take advantage, especially with traffic on the base paths.
Have to. Can't let him settle in. He's forcing pitches lower part of the strike zone. But that plays into so many swings in this lineup for the Angels, that lower part of the strike zone.
2 balls, no strikes.
Time now for my Hyundai key for the game today. Going to another Pittsburgh native, Wiz Khalifa. Work hard, play hard. So far, working hard to score some runs early on for the Angels to continue that process throughout the whole game and pick up this win in game 2 of this 3-game set against the Berg.
Wiz Khalifa, huh?
Yeah.
It's a good call, man. Two-0. They wanted a pickoff attempt at second base.
He is really trying to turn over that changeup.
Yep.
Cole will be swinging 3-0 here.
Newman had actually flashed the hand and wanted Williams to spin around to pick off Ohtani, but Williams, in our world, Farnamed him. Just blew him off.
Who went Jerry Seinfeld on him?
Yeah.
Newman.
4-pitch walk, second walk of the inning, 4 base runners, 1 out, 2 on, 2 runs in. Albert at the plate. Here comes Ray Searage, the pitching coach. Let's get a word in from Jack in the box.
Burger looks good.
Try my $4.99 barbecue bacon double cheeseburger combo.
Long conversation continues. Griffith County threw 29 pitches in the top of the first inning. Got out of it unscathed. And Ray Searage still making dinner plans. Now leaves the mound. Williams has thrown 23 pitches.
Albert trying to add on to his career RBIs versus Pittsburgh. He's got 149 of them in his career. He's got a chance here to add on.
Stallings putting on defensive signs with Pujols at the plate as to where he's going to throw if the both base runners take off. Ohtani from second, Calhoun from first. Cole can take a big lead at first. And he misses downstairs. Pujols, 238 average, 14 doubles, 18 home runs, 66 RBIs. Had an 0 for 4 game last night.
Still believe with this fastball that Williams throws in that lower part of the strike zone, that works perfectly into Albert's swing.
3 on the left side of the infield. Williams stepping off. One one. Talk about a get it over slider.
And Albert's hit that ball to right center real good. That breaking ball away like that.
Ground ball to the right side, base hit. Ohtani's going to come in to score. Calhoun will take third. 3-0 Angels. Pujols picks up his 67th RBI.
And the 150th career RBI against Pittsburgh. He ties Adrian Beltre for the most hits for a player born outside the United States. That's why you see that baseball being retrieved. Albert was very special in that base hit, tying Adrian Beltre. Congratulations to Albert Pujols on that one.
.31-66. Here's Theis. Runners at the corners. Matt back at third base, hitting 197. 2 doubles, 5 home runs, 14 runs batted in. Nice lifting one, shallow left field. That's the shortstop Newman drifting out, makes the catch. 2 down. Brings up Rengifo.
So it's June 27th. Albert Pujols 467 with runners in scoring position when he got that base hit.
Next up on the list as far as all-time hits, Cal Ripken Jr. 3184. That would tie him for 15th once he gets there. That's the second time in 8 batters that Williams has delivered a first pitch strike.
That was a borderline pitch, changeup.
243 hitter. That's Luis Rengifo. 21 extra base hits, 23 runs batted in. Tied him up a little bit. 0-2.
Now we saw last night from Rengifo, especially with 2 strikes, his approach was slap the ball to left field.
He tried to with that high fastball. He'll go down swinging, but the Angels strike for 3 in the first. We'll head to the second. Angels with the early lead. Tonight, American military personnel serving overseas are watching this game on AFN, the American Forces Network. Welcome to those in countries around the world aboard naval ships at sea. As always, we thank you for tuning in, and we certainly thank you for your continued service. Halos up 3-0. He was offense feasting on the Pirates in the first. Osuna, Newman, Stallings here in the second inning. Canning threw a lot of pitches, walked 2 batters, gave up a hit, but no damage. See if he can right the ship. One ball, 1 strike. Osuna, the first baseman, hitting .311, 24 runs batted in, 20 extra base hits. Went for 5 game last night with an RBI double.
It's a good 4-seam fastball. Opponents this year hitting .228 versus his fastball this year. Pretty solid in an age where we see hitters hitting the fastball a lot more consistently. He's been good with his.
Popped up. Griffin Canning into foul territory. Stassi never saw it. Griffin with the call on the catch.
Solid play by Griff.
1 down.
Going a long way to run that one down. Pop up, no one sees it, but Griffin Canning does. Pretty good concentration, especially when you're getting close to that on deck circle as well.
Kevin Newman, the batter. He was in the leadoff spot last night. Ended up going 2 for 5 with a single and a home run. Got a first pitch breaking ball. He was hacking early. One of his ABs last night.
So he's got a curveball and a slider. First 2 pitches from Canning.
Fastball ripped out to right center field, a base hit. Trout over to cut it off, and he bobbles it for second. Newman's going to try to go to second base. And he is in there.
Doesn't happen often with Mike Trout out in center field. Another fastball hit by Newman. The bobbles he tried to plant and spin around just in case Newman would try to go on that ball in the gap. Bobbles, Newman takes advantage, gets in a scoring position.
Saw it last night with Newman. He went first to third on a base at the left in the first inning last night. So he'll take the extra base if it's there. Single and an error. Trout, third error of the year. Stalling shows bunt, takes upstairs.
Don't be surprised if you see a pickoff put on by Rengifo. Newman's got a pretty good lead at second.
Stallings a .284 average, has 4 doubles, 4 home runs, 9 runs batted in. He's in the midst of a 4-game hitting streak. 2 for 3 last night. Double, home run, and a hit by pitch.
Remember, he chased some breaking balls that last at bat last night. 3 in a row, as a matter of fact.
Slowest.
Yep.
All right, so catching wise, he reminds me of Dan Wilson. At the plate a little bit as he swings the bat. Todd Frazier.
The Todd father?
Yeah. This is out toward right center field. Trout drifting back. Steps onto the track, makes the catch. Newman takes third. 2 down.
Trying to show Todd Frazier type power to the right center field in that fly ball deep.
The shortstop, Pablo Reyes, at the plate. Played third base last night. 1 for 6. Or probably 1 for 5 last night. He's actually played third base today. Wrote it incorrectly. .183 average. Ground ball to the right side. Rengifo to his left. Has to wait for Albert. And that base runner stranded over at third base. No damage. Angels up 3-0. Are in town. It's a 4-game set. The first 30,000 fans in attendance get a tie-dye shirt courtesy of DraftKings. For more information, go to angels.com/promotions. 3-0 Angels. The second inning, Max Stassi to lead things off against Trevor Williams. Ended up facing 8 batters in the first, allowing 3 runs on 3 hits and walking 2. This is out to center field. Starling Marte, a long run, is there to make the catch.
It's pretty quick to cover a lot of that ground. Thought I had a chance of falling in for Max. 2-time Gold Glove winner.
Fletcher opened up the first inning with a double into the left field corner. Scored 1 of the 3 runs. Moran at third, playing in, not even with the bag. 2 balls, no strikes. Williams out of Rancho Bernardo High School at the Arizona State University. Marlins' second-round pick in 2013. Traded to the Bucks in October of 2015. Had a nice year last year. 31 starts. He's 14-10 with a 3.10 ERA.
He had an unbelievable run at this after the All-Star break. What is ERA under 1.4?
4-pitch walk. That's the third one that he's issued. Trout will bat with a man on. Trout walked in the first inning.
Such a reminiscent of Newman last night in that leadoff spot. 2 at bats. First 2 innings. On base both times. Both of them over the last 2 nights in the leadoff spot.
Walk that Trout picked up in the first 93rd of the year. Trout's career high of walks that he set last year is in jeopardy. 1-0. He had 122 walks last year. He's at 93 right now. Just have after today 42 games.
It's really helped out having Shohei Ohtani hitting behind him.
Yeah, the rate certainly jumped up when Shohei joined the lineup. Not a big lead for Fletcher.
Trout would like that pitch back in that zone again. Try to go inside. He's got more of the plate than Williams wanted. Trout just pulls a foul.
One-two count. .40 pitches for Williams. This one's lifted out toward right center field. Marte to the track he goes, makes the catch. Just fooled enough, just out in front of it a little bit.
Give an indication how strong he
No
is,
doubt.
though. Back to the pitch by Williams against Trout. First pitch, fastball off the plate, 91, little two-seamer. Came back with another fastball, a little more of the plate. Trout just fouled it off. Breaking ball, hard of the plate, just missed on that one. Then another breaking ball down, just a little bit below the strike zone, but still hit that ball to the wall in right center for Trout. At this point, when you look at this matchup between Williams and Trout, Trout's going to have some success here tonight if he stays in that lower part of the strike zone against him.
A pitch Ohtani away. He shot a double the opposite way in his first inning at bat, 14th double. Picked up his 48th RBI. Shohei since the All-Star break, a .258 batting average and slugging just .355. Kind of goes to the point we were talking about where he's just taking those singles the opposite way.
Everything looked like he's trying to hit the ball the other way.
Yeah, 4 doubles, 1 triple, 1 home run coming into play today since the All-Star break. Here's the 1-2. Trying to go the other way. Slice down the line. Has a chance to get down. And does. And because he dove for it, that'll allow Fletcher to come around to score. Ohtani keeps on chugging. Trying to get to third. And he is safe. That's an RBI triple, makes it 4-0.
So double, triple, first 2 at-bats for Shohei Ohtani. He's hit for the cycle earlier this year in Tampa. I don't even know how he hit this breaking ball down the left field line.
I'm not sure why Brian Reynolds decided to dive for that ball. He had no chance at it.
Yeah, you're best off just running there and trying to get to that baseball. Lost his glove on the dive as well. And Shohei slides in with a triple.
Because with Fletcher at first base, you just, if you concede the double to Ohtani and get the baseball back in, there's no runs on the board. Second and third with 2 outs. Here's Upton. Takes downstairs. Ohtani with a multi-RBI game. Upton. RBI ground out in the first. 2-0.
.47 pitches for Williams here into the second inning with 2 outs. More pitches out of the strike zone than in the strike zone. 24 balls, 23 strikes.
3-0. Would you liken Williams to maybe a Mike Leake type pitcher? Although he could, it seems like he can get up to 93, 94.
Yeah, the only difference, I think, which makes Leake a little more consistent, he throws that cutter.
Right.
Don't see that from Williams. He barely throws a curveball. It's basically fastball, 2-seam, 4-seam, slider, changeup. I think a cutter would end up being a good pitch for him. Because if you're going to keep everything in that lower part of the strike zone, you got to be able to throw that little cutter away against a righty or cutter in on a lefty. Otherwise, you're tracking that lower zone with a 2-seamer throughout.
About to throw his 50th pitch. We're in the second inning. The Angels have a 4-0 lead. Full count, Cole on deck.
Ohtani 8 for 17 last 4 games with 6 RBIs. Stands at third.
Here's a 3-2. Upton skies one out the left field. Reynolds drifting back. Makes the catch for the third out, but the RBI triple by Ohtani extends the Angels. Handles up 4-0. Top of the third. The third inning is brought to you by Wells Fargo. Griffin Canning back to work. A little bit better as far as command in the second inning. He'll face the top of the order in Frazier, Reynolds, and Marte in the Pirates' half of the third inning. The Wells Fargo third inning. Adam Frazier, the second baseman, skied one to left in the first. Saw 8 pitches to open up the game. Takes a strike. Frazier, one of the guys used most often in the leadoff spot last year for Clint Hurdle. Had a pretty good record with him in that leadoff spot, 28-19. This is pulled foul. It's 1-2.
Overall 33 extra base hits this year for Frazier.
Sixth round pick out of Mississippi State, 2013. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Halos with 3 in the first, 1 in the second. The Bucks have had a couple of men in scoring position, but unable to cash them in. Shot to left, the base hit. It's that high fastball on a 2-2 count.
Elevated away. Much easier to punch that ball the other way as a left-handed batter against Canning.
Starting to see a little bit more and more of that, it seems like, Gooby, especially left-handed batters that gets a pull shift, which is what we were saying from the get-go when the shift started to be implemented.
You can see how short he is through the baseball just trying to make contact. You can do that when a pitch is elevated. Now when it's down, difficult to do that.
But even down with a one guy stacked up on the left side, you just kind of you don't need to do much with it.
Your
if they're pitching you that way,
your percentages of getting hit are increased when you only have one person over there feeling that whole spot.
Brian Reynolds, the left fielder, walked in the first.
So far tonight, first pitch strikes 7 of 11.
It's getting better.
Yep.
Started off rough.
We're going back to that last game, why he was so effective against Detroit. 67% first pitch strikes. You know, the early part of the season when he was very, very good, he was throwing a lot more first pitch strike than the percentage, over 60% or higher. In 6 of those games, ERA much, much better, 3.24 with only 4 home runs allowed, but in 10 games with less than that 60% first pitch strikes. ERA just under 6 with 10 home runs.
And that's something that's throughout time.
Yep.
Analytically or otherwise, you pitch from behind, you're asking for trouble.
But that was something he was taught even back over at UCLA. And that was something Coach Savage always preached with all his pitchers. The importance, like everyone else does that, but still, they really hammered that in over at UCLA.
Broken bat flare down the left field line. Long run for everybody, and that's going to fall in for a hit. A single perfectly placed. Puts 2 on to start the third.
And the way the infield is set up and where Upton is placed in the outfield, there's no way anybody's going to get close to that one.
Starling Marte, single up the middle in the first inning. 1 for 1. Got a fastball, went hunting for it. Falls behind at 0-1.
He's hit into some double plays though this year, 15 of them.
That's out toward right field, hit well. Cole moving back on it, has a beat. Shy of the track, will make the catch. Tagging heading to third is Frazier. Reynolds stays at first base. 1 down. Here comes Josh Bell. He walked in the first. Named with the All-Star team this year. Tied with Freddie Freeman in the RBI category with 95.
Nice batter, especially with his launch angle. Not a real easy task to get a ground ball double play because it's a lot of baseballs in the air. Although has hit into 7.
Bell, 26 years of age. One ball, one strike. Second round pick in 2011. Grew up in the Dallas area. He's got 2 runners on. Frazier at third, Reynolds at first base. Angels up 4-0. We're at the top of the third. Out to left, not very deep. Once again, this one is going to fall in there. Nobody's at third base, so taking third and now taking second because of the throw is Bell, and that goes into right center field. A run will come in, and Bell's trying to take third base, and he is in there. Oh my. That's about as ugly a sequence as you're going to see. 4-2 Angels.
Couple throws the ball to third base, and there wasn't anybody there, although you're supposed to be there as a pitcher. And then Griffin Canning throws that away at second base as well. A lot of times you get caught in between that, backing up towards home. You got to get right towards third base as a pitcher.
Man at third base. Colin Moran at the plate. Credit Bell with 1 RBI on the single. And this is pulled past Pujols into the right field corner. Bell will score. Moran on his way to second. RBI double. It's 4-3 Angels.
Just like that, from a comfortable 4-0 lead to now you're only up by 1 with a man in scoring position and 1 out. And Moran's so good with runners in scoring position. Lines that one by Pujols.
Here's Osuna. First one's down and away. First baseman popped out in foul territory. Two balls, no strikes.
Got to settle back down and refocus for Griffin Canning. You still have the lead here.
Two balls, one strike, 3 runs in. Moran's at second base. He's got a big lead. That's out toward right center. It's playable for Trout. 2 down. So 2 outs, a man in scoring position. Kevin Newman at the plate. The shortstop singled in the second. No balls and a strike. Imagine, Gooby, this is the hardest part as a pitcher, that especially when you contributed to the error that brought in a run. Most frustrating part is trying to be able to settle down. This one's popped up on the right side. Pujols underneath it makes a catch for the third out, but Pittsburgh strikes for 3, and we'll head to the bottom of the third. Angels lead is now 1. 4-3 Halos, bottom of the third. This third inning still being brought to you by Wells Fargo. Angels here in the third have Calhoun, Pujols, and Theis. See if they can get some of those runs back that they gifted the Pirates in the top of the inning. Cole with a walk in the first, one of 3 issued by the Pirates right-hander. He's also allowed 4 hits.
Well, coming into the series, we knew Pittsburgh put the ball in play, makes contact. A couple flares into the outfield. Look up, it's 4-3.
Couple of Sun Devils facing off. Williams and Calhoun. 3-0. It's the 5th 3-0 count for Williams tonight.
Coming into the game, 24 walks and just under 100 innings pitched. This already has his 4th walk of the game.
Man on for Albert. Both times Cole's drawn the walk a bit on 4 straight. So 8 pitches, 8 balls. Albert with a base hit to right field. The first inning, picking up the RBI. 67th run batted in. .366 career hits. Tied for 16th all time. Takes a breaking ball low, and it's 1 ball, 1 strike.
Trying to get that base hit and be the all-time leaders for his hits. Players born outside of the United States.
Two-one count, 3 infielders on the left side playing Albert to pull.
He's missed by quite a bit throughout the entire game for Williams.
Hasn't even been close.
He's known to be a strike thrower. Albert's going to get a fastball here. Chase the fastball out of the strike zone. Remember the little two-seam sinking fastball looked like a strike? Ends up sinking out of the strike zone. Imagine Cole on the move here.
Frazier back over towards second base now. Cole does take off. Pujols takes down low. Back-to-back walks. 5 free passes issued in this game by Williams. The Angels have 2 on with nobody out. Ray Searage out for his second meeting of the evening. 61 pitches, 28 strikes. That's it. Not much else a pitching coach can say other than throw more strikes. I mean, it's certainly not a mechanical issue.
No. Season high as far as walks with 5. We're in the 3rd inning. And with no outs.
Matt Thaiss at the plate. He popped out to shallow left in the 1st inning. Cole standing at second, Pujols at first, 3 infielders on the right side.
Then you'll see maybe a break ball here, hook it down the line. His 5 walks in this game is tied a career high. He's done it 3 times. And he did throw the break ball first pitch.
Action now beginning in the Pirates bullpen. Miranda, third baseman, back at third. 0-2. Holmes, first man up. Oh, 2. 1 down. Second strikeout for Williams, and it'll bring up Rengifo, who he struck out in the 1st. He's taking that one shot, trying to leave the yard. Six hits for the Pirates, 4 for the Angels. Back-to-back walks to Calhoun and Pujols to open up the 3rd inning. Cambio, changeup.
He's got away with a couple pitches in his last 2 batters, right down the heart of the plate.
And perhaps that's why he's been nibbling so much tonight, because he knows that command's not there, so I better start trying to do something else to survive.
Well, he has enough movement. Why would you not throw towards the middle of the plate? Because then you can move it to the corners. If you start on the corner with movement, there's no chance an umpire can call it a strike.
Out to center field, a base hit. Cole got a good jump. Marte up with it. He's just going to toss it in. It's an RBI single.
That's pretty good for the Angels with Marte, with that throwing arm he has.
Yeah.
It almost seemed like he was surprised. He's still looking in because he's got a great throwing arm since 2014. No one has had more outfield assists than him.
He gave up on it real early.
I was thinking there was going to be a play.
And he just get one of those runs back. It's 5-3.
So he charges it well. Cole's just at the base when he has the ball in his glove and just gets into the cutoff man. He's got 62 outfield assists since 2014. That's the most in the big leagues. We'll take it though if you're the Halos.
First and second. Rengifo picks up his 24th RBI. Here's Max Stassi. Pulls this one foul.
So far, 3 of the 5 walks have scored tonight.
You know, to your point, we talk about often guys not throwing strikes, and obviously has an adverse effect on your defense. That could be one of those situations too. You're sitting here and you kind of get flat-footed. Your mind drifts a little bit. A lot of pitches thrown. Because normally you see a guy like Marte, like you said, charge the baseball. He's looking to show off the arm.
When he was getting to that baseball as shallow as he was playing, I was like, uh-oh, this could be a tough one to score on.
Stassi, a ground ball to short. It's going to turn into a 6-4-3 inning-ending double play. So the Angels, courtesy of Marte, get an RBI single off the bat of Rengifo, give one of the runs back, and lead it. .com/promotions. Top of the fourth, 5-3 Halos. Both starting pitchers have had their issues, but Griffin's got a lead. Faced 7 batters, I should say, in the third inning. He'll get 8, 9, and 1 here in the fourth. Stallings, Reyes, and then Frazier. No strikeouts, 6 hits allowed, 2 walks. Williams has walked 5, struck out 2, and allowed 4 hits. 5 hits, pardon me. Stallings took Cole out to the track. Second inning, 0 for 1. Foul back.
He gets a pretty good rip at a fastball, though. That ball he hit out deep to right center field, that was more of a hanging slider. I think you go with a curveball against him as compared to a slider. Inner half, he's tough.
This one out toward right center field. Cole moving over. One down. Here comes Reyes.
Eight fly ball outs for Griffin tonight. 2 walks, no strikeouts after that last game, 7. Now this team doesn't, the Pirates don't strike out a lot. But you've had some chances with 2 strikes to get them to chase curveballs out of the zone. Like that. Although generally you like that with 2 strikes. 12 of 18 first pitch strikes for Canning tonight.
Reyes grounded out his first time up. Behind now at 0-2.
Well, if you get a home plate umpire call that, you got to go right out there again. Don't waste that high fastball.
Well, Les Diaz is that type of umpire.
Yeah,
he's looking to call strikes.
He's the guy you're looking ahead if you're a pitcher.
And he got him to expand. First strikeout of the night for Griffin. 2 down.
And if you're Reyes, you have to swing at that pitch because of that pitch before you thought might have been out of the strike zone was called a strike, so you expand as a hitter. Yeah, you look and see who's potentially going to be behind the plate when you're pitching. Laz Diaz, if you're a pitcher, you want him. That's off the plate. Now as a hitter, you're thinking, all right, I tracked that off the plate, so I got now go after this next pitch, and he does and chases. And Canning picks up his first strikeout of the night.
Top of the order, Adam Frazier. He's 1 for 2. A fly ball to left, a single, and a run scored. Neither pitcher has retired the side in order in this game yet. pretty good take. Good action down and away. 2 balls, 1 strike. Game 2 of this 3-game set. Angels dropped the opener last night. We'll wrap up the 3-gamer tomorrow. It's a 5:07 first pitch. This is lifted foul, out of play. 2 balls, 2 strikes. So 5:07 Pacific time for the first pitch tomorrow. And the White Sox in town for 4. And the Angels back out on the road. Lone Star swing. 4 against the Rangers, 3 against the Astros. Frazier read that one almost out of the hand.
Yeah.
Didn't flinch on a breaking ball. That's somewhat of an unsettling feeling as a pitcher.
Yeah, especially after you had a fastball away against you in the left field for a single. And then he threw a pretty good changeup there. And he's on it. Fastball in the hands would be a good pitch.
Angels will start to get some action going to the bullpen. Griffin's at 76 pitches. First starts is coming off the injured list. 3-2 again. He tried it and missed. A lot of the Angels players on defense thought that they had to strike out. They all took a step toward the dugout, but a 2-out free pass.
Zach right pitch. Didn't get the call. Borderline pitch.
And that's because, as you say, watching guys, Taylor Cole's getting ready, I should say. He's looked at something off speed and he's looking away.
Yeah.
He's not thinking about anything firm in.
He's thinking, okay, he's going to go back out away again. If anything on the inner half will be a breakable, not a fastball. And he was beaten on the pitch at the mercy of the home plate umpire to call it a ball or a strike.
Reynolds a big swing and a miss. He's been on board twice with a walk and a single. He's also scored. I think that's the most fun of baseball is the psychological part of the pitcher-catcher relationship and trying to beat the guy at the plate. Not necessarily just with your stuff, but working the strike zone, working pitches, location.
One of the best I've ever seen at that. Greg Maddux, that's why they call him the professor, how he would manipulate the inside part of the plate with a cut fastball. And then you would give up on anyone that 2-seamer you thought was a ball and he'd bring it back in the inside corner. Then you start looking in, then he fade that little 2-seamer away or change up on the outside part of the plate. Really good as far as backdoor and his breakable as well.
0-2 to Reynolds. And he got him upstairs with a fastball. So 4 batters faced here in the 4th inning and a couple of strikeouts for Griffin. Angels up 5-3.
There was 6-year-old from Iowa, and today the Angels and Make-A-Wish made his dream come true to become an Angel for a day and meet Mike Trout. Now, on Ashton's first day of preschool, they found a tumor on his kidney. A couple days later, he was in surgery to get it removed, followed by 28 weeks of chemotherapy. But thankfully now he is in remission and better and stronger. And today the Angels rolled out the red carpet for his entire family. He got to watch batting practice, play catch with his dad in the outfield, and meet his favorite players. So Ashton, what was your favorite part about today?
Getting Mike Trout's autograph.
And he also had an official lineup card with his name in place of Mike Trout, which was really funny. But Dad, how cool was it to see your son's dream come true, knowing everything that he's been through?
Yeah, it was just awesome to see the joy on his face, to see him be able to come here and fulfill his dream, and we're just blessed and thankful for the opportunity.
Thank you guys so much for sharing a story. Victor and Groovy, truly a story that is bigger than the game.
No doubt about it. Trout has done quite a few of those things to make a wish as Fletcher flips one out toward right center field. A base hit. Marte over. Holds Fletcher to a single. David's been on board 3 times with the 2 hits and a walk. Speaking of Trout, he strolls to the plate. 0 for 1 with a walk.
So actually throwing the baseball out in the outfield too. He had a good arm throwing the ball.
5 walks, 2 strikeouts for Williams. 6 hits allowed now.
Trying to come inside. Not committed to pitching inside with that fastball. He's waiting. He's hoping that Trouty could do it.
Two balls, 1 strike. Great smile. Here comes the 2-1. It's that pitch we talked about in that first AB. Down and away.
And I would imagine now Williams is going to throw a slider in that same plane.
Two now. Sky to right. Ray is asked to come in. Makes the catch on the Rainmaker. 1 down.
Got the fastball away, went fastball in, jammed them enough. He was ready.
Ohtani on board twice with a double and a triple. 2 runs batted in. Hits his jack right here. Then we can focus in the rest of the game on the cycle.
Yeah.
Picked up his first early this year. Gets the Tampa Bay Rays down at St. Pete. And he needed a single the last at bat to do it. And got it. Triple for Ohtani is 3rd. The double is 14th. And now with 49 runs batted in. Ground ball to second.
Well, you got down the line quickly.
Yep. It's effortless.
Because he hit that ball pretty hard.
2 outs.
It's pretty good on the turn as well, but Ohtani getting down there quick. Prevents the double play, gives Upton a chance to swing the bat here. Shohei just 1 stolen base away from going to double figures in stolen bases again this year. Williams not easy to steal against. Only a couple stolen bases allowed by him.
Up to 0 for 2 with a ground out. Fly ball to left and an RBI. th game of the season for Justin. Hot potato over at first. The way he tried to catch that almost like Osuna needs a thumb guard. Oh, don't turn it that way. That's pain.
Oh, yes, it is.
No balls and a strike. Pittsburgh 3 runs, 6 hits. They've left 5 on. Angels 5 runs, 6 hits, 2 errors. Have stranded 4. Taylor Cole still warming up, so we may have seen the end of Griffin Canning. 4 innings tonight. 80 total pitches. Pittsburgh has Marte, Bell, and Moran coming up. They're half of the 5th.
Yeah, it was a stressful 80 pitches as well for Canning. First came back from the IL.
No balls, 2 strikes. Good lead for Ohtani at first. 1-2. .82 pitches for Williams. He's trying to get through 4 as well. Pittsburgh had some action going in their bullpen back in the 3rd inning. Back in the 3rd as if that were a long time ago. It was last inning. Upton gets jammed. Flares went out to shallow left. And the shortstop Newman there to make the catch. Nothing for the Angels here in the 4th. We'll head to the 5th. 5-3 Halos.
Angels baseball on Fox. Brought to you by the Jeep Compass with 32 Highway MPG. Morongo Casino Resort and Spa. Good times. And by Wiener Schnitzel.
Top of the 5th here at Angel Stadium. Game 2 of this 3-game set. Halos up by the score of 5-3. And with the heart of the order coming up and with some stress in those 80 pitches that Griffin threw, Taylor Cole is summoned from the bullpen. This will be his 26th ball game. 2-3 with a 4.78 ERA. Of the 26 appearances, 6 have been starts for Taylor. 39 strikeouts, 17 walks, 37 plus innings. And he'll face Marte, Bell, and Moran. Griffin Canning tonight. 4 innings, 6 hits, 2 strikeouts, 3 walks, 3 runs. Taylor's last outing at Boston, actually pitched twice. Threw the ball well after back-to-back tough outings in Cleveland and Cincinnati.
Yeah, they were both openers.
Yep.
Challenge in this part of the lineup. Very important to have that changeup working.
Watch out, that's up and in. Gets Marte. And the Pirates. You call it a foul ball?
It looks like he's giving the bat as if it is, saying it's a foul ball. That hit the bat.
Hit the bat.
It hit the bat.
Yeah.
That's a good call by Laz Diaz.
Pulls the bat back. Watch the knob. Yep. Pirates are taking a look at it downstairs. You can hear it there.
Yeah.
No balls and a strike. Starling with a single of the first, a fly ball right in the 3rd.
That's a good changeup. So he threw a fastball up and in, a breakable all the way, and changeup. Generally, Taylor Cole goes with his changeup for a swing and miss when he's ahead of the count.
Two balls, two strikes. And Cole had work it, as we said, in Boston. But even Dennis Eckersley was pretty impressed with the changeup. Loved the changeup.
What was his description of the changeup? He always had some kind of great word for it.
It's a family program, Gooby. I cannot divulge that information at this time.
In other words, it was a really good changeup.
Really good changeup.
Hall of Famer.
That's it. 2-2. Just got a piece of it. Left that one up a little bit. Two balls, two strikes to open up this fifth inning. Nobody out. Punch to right field, a base hit. Cole was shading that way, so it'll just be a single.
Pretty good piece of hitting by Marte. Couple hits in the game. Now a stolen base threat as well. He's tracking away, shorting up on a swing, lines in the right field on a slider. 5 for 8 in the series.
Second time he's been on board, so he's 2 for 3. Marte with 19 stolen bases, been caught 4 times. Josh Bell at the plate. If I'm Marte, I would just steal too, because with Bell batting for the left side, I wouldn't want to be over at first base.
No.
Bell with a walk in the first.
Cole's got a
single on the third.
Sorry, but Cole's got a real quick move at first.
0-2.
Take a look at our tools of the trade brought to you by Ram Trucks. The difference in the stance and hands this year is compared to last year. The hands up high, straight up and down this season. Stance closed, wide open last year, straight up this year. Similar as far as the swing through the baseball, but getting there on a more consistent basis with this stance this year has been the big difference for Josh Bell's huge season as far as RBI and home runs. A lot you have to get into as far as that open stance. Can get through the baseball last year, but not on a consistent basis. This year, with the hands the way they're set up and the stance, tracks the baseball much better, less moving parts.
No balls, 2 strikes. Marte over at first. A little bit bigger lead. Started to go, then stopped as Bell lifts this one high and deep toward left center field. What a towering shot. Oh, my. We said it yesterday. The launch angle that Josh Bell gets. He homers here, and we're tied up at 5. 31st home run of the season.
It's on an 0-2 pitch. And the reason why you're seeing more consistency is the stance, the difference from last year to this year. I mean, it's a high fastball, 94-mile-an-hour fastball. And that launch angle he creates and the height on his home runs. Remember Mark McGwire hitting a lot of those high, majestic home runs. Just like that, tied up at 5.
Colin Moran takes downstairs for ball 1. 3 RBI game for Bell. 98 RBIs on the season now.
Almost as if he was looking high fastball. It's the 14th home run this year the Angels have allowed on an 0-2 pitch.
Back up the middle off the mound and a base hit. Moran with his second hit. Jose Osuna, the first baseman, 0 for 2. He takes a little bit low on the fastball. Five game here, the 5th. Pulled down the line. That's a fair ball. Fletcher, Theis was playing off the line. Heading to third is Moran. He's going to be waved around. The throw from Upton, not a good one. And even if it is to Fletcher, I don't think they get Moran. Pittsburgh's up 6-5. Double for Osuna.
That was more heart of the plate again. And he hooks it right down the line just inside the bag. Joey Cora right away waving Moran, and the bobble by Upton and then a high throw in. And Moran's able to score that one easily all the way from first.
Still nobody out. 3 runs in, 6-5 Bucks. Kevin Newman, the batter. Looks like he was shown bunt. Pulls it back, and it's a 1-0 count. Newman, the shortstop. Singled in the second. Popped out to Pujols to end the third. 10 hits once again for Pittsburgh. We're in the 5th inning. They had 13 knocks last night. Some movement down the Angels bullpen. Luis Garcia, next man up. Very clean and effective 1-2-3 inning last night for Luis. Pitch in on the hands. 1 ball, 1 strike.
I said this was going to be a tough inning for Taylor Cole, this part of the lineup. Still go back to that home run by Josh Bell. High fastball, 94-mile-an-hour fastball, hit that ball that high. Deep part of the ballpark. Now 97 RBIs. Make that 98 RBIs. 3 tonight.
Osuna at second base, his 13th double, 25th RBI. Check swing foul. 1-2.
trying to keep it a one-run deficit here. Newman's trying to punch the ball to the right side.
It's down the right field line. This is slicing out of play. Count remains at 1-2. Cole's about to throw his 20th pitch here of this 5th inning. He's yet to retire a batter. Single home run, single double. Newman shoots with foul.
That approach does not change even with a 1-2 count, hitting the ball that way.
Which would lead you to believe pitch him in, right?
Yep.
Or at least give it one shot. You're ahead of the count at 1-2. I know he's trying to go the opposite way to try to move the runner over to third. He pulls the outside pitch.
Exactly what you wanted. A ground ball to that side of the field.
The first time he tries to pull the outside pitch. Josh Bell on Sunday. Sorry, Gilby.
Yeah, this is how high the home run and how long it took to land. The hang time on this home run on Sunday for Josh Bell, 7.1 seconds. Now take a look at our StatCast AI powered by AWS. Tonight on the home run, launch angle 37 degrees. The average is 28. That ended up going 6.4 seconds hang time to go out that far to left center field. Impressive power, majestic home runs, and that launch angle. I recall, I think it was about a 44-degree launch angle, that home run on that 7.1 hang time.
Stallings 0 for 2 with a couple of fly ball outs. 1 ball with strike. Just above the strike zone, but as Diaz rings it up.
I wouldn't be surprised to see a pickoff, because as soon as trying to time the looks, Taylor Cole.
Little pop up. Foul. 1-2.
When you look at Josh Bell, what he has, Josh Bell this season as far as extra base hits, 70 of them this year, and all-time list. Pops at the top. Willie Stargell had 90 back in 1973. Jason Bay in there, Brian Giles as well. Josh Bell on pace for 95 extra base hits this year for the Pirates. The most extra base in one season. It's been a proud franchise for a lot of years, and Bell pushing his way up on the all-time list as far as extra base hits.
Bouncer off the foot. 1-2 count on Stallings. His dad Kevin, a former head coach, collegiate basketball, Illinois State, Vanderbilt, and Pittsburgh.
By the way, I remember Willie Stargell hitting a home run up at Veteran Stadium in that 700 level with the yellow seats in right field. That was a long way up there.
1-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Full count. Garcia ready to go. Reyes, the number 9 hitter, is on deck. pulled and ripped right to Theis. 2 down.
Call that the hot corner. Well, that was a rocket right at Theis.
Ray is 0 for 2, a ground ball to second and a strikeout. See, Ray is shaking his head no. Diaz rings that one up.
Remember, he chased a breaking ball well off the plate last time after a strike was called that he thought was off the plate. You got to stay out there, don't you?
Yeah.
Ray's shaking his head.
Reyes better be standing on the plate.
I'd be shocked if Taylor Cole throws anything but well off the outside corner.
Back up the middle, a base hit. Being waved around as Osuna. Trout's throw hits the mound, and Reyes will take second. Why would you throw a pitch over the heart of the plate? 7-5. That to me is on Stassi. I know a pitcher can ultimately shake off. Brad Ausmus coming out, and that's going to be it for Taylor Cole. A rough one today. He'll depart having allowed 4. And with Property standing at second base, and Reyes, a pitching change. You're in the 5th inning. Pittsburgh's up 7-5. City National Bank. 7-5. Pirates lead it here in the 5th inning. 7-minute cut of the plate. That chased Taylor Cole with 2 outs and a man at second. Luis Garcia was called upon to get the 3rd and final out. Garcia, as I mentioned, pitched last night a scoreless inning with a couple of strikeouts. On a season, 1-1, 4.93 ERA. This is 48th appearance. 45 and 2/3 innings, 38 strikeouts, 23 walks, and he gets the top of the order here in Adam Frazier. Frazier tonight, 1 for 2, a single and a walk. Ray has good speed over at second base. Fletcher trying to keep him close. 0-2. Nice job by Luis Garcia. Puts out the fire, but 4 runs in. Pittsburgh leads at 7-5 as we head to the bottom of the 5th. Work show for Ziggo. Go to angels.com/promotions. Trevor Williams has bobbed and weaved through 4 innings, but he has himself a 7-5 lead. He'll face Calhoun, Pujols, and Theis in the Angels' half of the 5th. Calhoun has seen 8 pitches, none in the strike zone. He's walked twice.
9 pitches. Pulled down the line. That is a fair ball. Osuna, the first baseman, says no as he points to the dugout. Reyes, a little bit of a bobble, gets the baseball back in. It's a leadoff double.
He wants to check right away.
Corey Blazer, the first base umpire, making the call.
Right down the line. That's a fair ball.
Yeah, if it hit the chalk.
Yeah, hit the chalk. You can see right there.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Good try though by Osuna to try to will that one to be a foul ball. So the first pitch he gets to see, and that's exactly where the ball landed.
Cole picks up his 22nd double. Albert at the plate. Pujols, an RBI single and a walk, so he's 1 for 1.
Oh, a little bit off the plate. Albert looks back. Laz Diaz will call strikes. It's amazing how many walks have been in the game.
Ground ball toward the middle. Cole will take third. 1 down. Matt Theis coming to the plate. 0 for 2. Luis Rengifo on deck. Just the bottom of the 5th in this one. Plenty of time.
It's an important run to get home. They're going to give you the run, making contact on a ground ball, even in the infield. So you have to make contact here if you're Matt Theis. They're willing to give you the run. You got to take that run by making contact here. Anything but a ground ball to the pitcher will get the job done on the ground. Cole's able to get a big lead. Ran well off the base at third, so Cole can get a good jump on a ground ball and a contact play.
Oh, 2. Upstairs, 1 ball, 2 strikes. .91 pitches for Williams, 2 strikeouts, 5 walks, 7 hits allowed. Off speed. Just didn't get a piece of it. Keeps the plate appearance alive. Pittsburgh with action in their bullpen for the 2nd time in this game. Feliz. Sky to shallow center. Marte coming in. Cole at third base, aiming to tag. He's coming home. Here comes the throw from Marte, and a good one. Got him. According to Laz Diaz.
I'm almost so sure he didn't get that foot in. It was close play. There's a reason why that arm out in center field. They got to take a look at that one.
Yeah, they will. Cole doesn't seem to be arguing. I wonder if he got tagged on the forearm. Seems to be grimacing a little bit, but heck of a throw by Starling Marte for the third out.
That's why we were so surprised he didn't throw that one time last time when Cole was trying to score.
No challenge.
Quick tag.
Through 5. Halos are down 7-5. Top of the 6th inning. Pirates up 7-5. Cole thrown out at the plate for the double play. Marte, heck of a throw.
An accurate throw once again.
A little bit on that first base side, but Stallings able to get the tag on Cole.
Quick tag by Stalling. He's got to reach back and apply the tag on the hip area.
I mentioned Cole grimacing a little bit. See the left forearm right into the helmet of Stallings. And I like the fact that Stallings kept his helmet on. Catchers, plays at the plate, keep your helmets on. Masks, whatever.
Yep.
Never know. Reynolds, Marte, Bell. 2, 3, and 4 against Luis Garcia. Ball and a strike. Bryan walked in the first, singled and scored in the third, struck out in the fourth. The rookie vying for a batting title. The start of the day came in third. Christian Yelich and Jeff McNeil. Yelich at 335, McNeil at 334, Reynolds at 333. McNeil, if I'm not mistaken, came out of the game with a little hamstring issue today. Pretty solid rookie campaign, putting yourself in a chance to win a batting title. Two one pitch, 3-1.
Marte's already had a big game, both with the bat and the throwing arm.
Fastball in there, 98. Good fuzz. Full count.
Also throw a slider and a splitter.
Lays off, and a pretty good pitch. Doesn't get called. Leadoff walk.
That one in the strike zone.
That's up the middle. Third hit. All three singles. First two have reached to start the 6th inning at Pittsburgh. Now with 12 hits on the evening. Josh Bell on board 3 times. Walk, single, and a home run. 3 RBIs.
What a season he has put together.
No balls and a strike. This conversation about make sure that they're on the same page as far as signs, right, with the man at second base. Because it looked like by the reaction of Stassi catching that ball that he may have been anticipating something else.
I thought he was thinking secondary pitch. Then he got a fastball at 98.
98. So impressive that he caught it and kept it in the strike zone.
He's looking away at something off speed.
Yeah, you don't see catchers fall to their knees on a fastball often. No, one pitch. No balls, 2 strikes. Two on with nobody out. Bell strikes out. Got him on the splitter.
Went after a pitch out of the strike zone. Remember, you homered on a high fastball. 0-2 last at bat. Big strikeout there for Luis Garcia on a split. As you can tell when you look at a baseball on a split, not a lot of rotation of the seams.
Colin Moran, the third baseman, 2 for 3. RBI double and a single. Double for Moran was back in the 3rd inning, his 20th of the year, picking up his 63rd run batted in.
Very good this season with runners in scoring position, including that double with the runner in scoring position last at bat.
Two balls, no strikes. Reynolds via the walk. Marte via the single. 2 on with 1 out. Two-oh pitch. There's 2-1. And to chase it. Stays close enough where runners cannot advance. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Especially with a left-handed batter, you're not going to take that shot to try to go to third. Clear path for Stassi to pick it up and make a quick throw to Theis at third if he tried to advance.
Seventeen pitches thrown by Luis. Got the strikeout to finish off the 5th. After After allowing the first 2 base runners here in the 6th inning, struck out Bell, looking to do the same here with Moran. Full count. Grace is one of those guys that between pitches takes a long time to get ready. Pirates have Osuna on deck. And now time is called. Now time called again. Laz Diaz clapping the hands. He's trying to do his
trying
best.
to get everyone going at a quicker pace.
He's certainly done his part. Calling some pitches off the plate. Three-two pitch, and that's a walk. The ball goes over the netting. Bases are loaded for Osuna. Second walk issued by Garcia. Nobody warming for the Angels. Moran, meanwhile, has been on board 3 times.
Just looking for that double play ball here to keep it close here.
One ball, no strikes. Pirates last night in the victory 10-2 with 13 hits. Got a total of 17 base runners. We're in the 6th inning tonight with 1 out. The Pirates just picked up their 17th base runner.
And you look and see why they've been so successful in interleague play, averaging over 6 runs per game against the American League.
Osuna fouls it off. 1 ball, 1 strike. One thing I saw before the game today, the interesting note, the Pirates since 2013, 18-4 against the American League West in interleague play. Prior to 2013, they had gone 2 for 19, or 2 and 19, I should say.
You look back overall, the AL West has been pretty good during that stretch. To be that successful, surprising.
Yeah, I mean, this is the 3rd time through the West since 2013 for Pittsburgh, and vice versa for the Angels against the National League Central. So that is a pretty good run.
Yeah. Especially when you look at the run of the Astros during the stretch. Oakland's played good baseball. Seattle, prior to this year, was playing pretty good baseball as well. And the Texas Rangers.
Reynolds at 3rd, Marte at 2nd, Moran at 1st. 2-1 to Osuna. Takes a strike. 2-2. That's out toward left field. Upton has to go back on it, and he'll make the catch stepping out of the track. The run will score. Heading to 3rd is Marte to sack fly, making it 8-5. Osuna picks up his Second RBI of the night, 26th on the season.
Oh, I do. I had it in my pocket.
Two outs, runners at the corners. Here's Kevin Newman. He's had a 1-for-3 game. Singled back in the second inning. It's blocked by Stasi. Overthrown breaking ball. He's has thrown 25 pitches. Threw 10 last night.
A lot of pitch for Griffin Canning, Taylor Cole, and now Luis Garcia.
One ball but strike. The Angels had sent out Jose Rodriguez, who pitched last night, to make room for Griffin Canning. The Angels also put Adalberto Mejia on the restricted list for personal reasons. And called up Jake Jewell. So there's a fresh arm in the bullpen in Jewell. 1-1. 1-2.
Under control in that breaking ball.
Down goes Newman. As the Pirates add a run. It's 8-5 as we head to the bottom of the sixth inning. When we return, another edition of Gooby Tuesday.
JC, what is your all-time favorite movie villain?
Well, I like to see Spider-Man. Yes. Everybody knows Spider-Man is going against Octopus. I like that stuff, yeah.
Heath Ledger, when he played the Joker in the Batman movies. It's one of those ones where you watch it and you don't even hate him that much because he's so good at it. You know, really eerie kind of role.
I can tell you what other people, David Fletcher says that I look like T-Bag from Prison Break. I'm T-Bag, apparently.
That is so good. Oh, man, I'm for the count on that one.
Oh yeah! Anytime you can reference the character T-Bag,
yes,
you've got to do
sure.
it. Your favorite villain?
Yes.
Who's your favorite villain?
I got to go with Green Goblin. I'm a big Spider-Man guy.
Green Goblin.
Yes.
Really?
Yes. Loved him. William Dafoe's character in the original Spider-Man movie. I love that one.
All right. So villain, I think of like Hannibal Lecter.
Yeah.
Right.
That's a good one.
And then the guy that Javier Bardem played in what was it? No Country. What was it? No Country for Old Men.
Yeah.
That one where he's just blowing people away.
Cersei Lannister from Game of Thrones was pretty good villain as well. Yeah, I like that. The villain.
Michael Feliz pitching now for the Pirates. Takes over for Trevor Williams. 40th game, 2-3 mark at a 3.79 ERA. That guy in No Country for. Did he have a name? I don't even know if he had a name.
Is that guy?
He rarely spoke. Wonder, you think Terry's favorite villain would be the Riddler?
It could be the Riddler
Could
again.
be the Riddler.
Yes. He's saying, riddle me this. Leave me be.
Leave me be. Ren Hefo slices it foul. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Norman Bates would be another great one from Psycho.
Yeah. Yes.
Well, that's such a broad question, too. I mean, there's so many great villains over time.
Freddy Krueger.
He was kind of amusing.
The first one, though, wasn't as, that had me on the edge.
All right, I tell you, since you brought it up, Nightmare on Elm Street, I've never jumped any further than, the phone kept ringing, and she finally takes the phone out, and then she wraps it up, and then she picks it up, it's still ringing, and then that tongue pops out of the
Yes. Yes.
Got me.
Yes.
Oh, man. And Hefo 1 for 2 with an RBI single in the third inning. 8-5. Pittsburgh leads at bottom of the sixth. 2-2. Left side. Sharply hit, but well played by Newman. Just
close
gets
play.
rid of Hefo. One down. Brings up Stassi. The Leafs taking over for Trevor Williams, who gave up 5 runs, all earned on 7 hits, 5 innings. He walked 5 and struck out 2, and is in a position to pick up a W.
So far in this series, the Pirates are playing the role of the villains, swinging the bat as well as they have, and they were struggling. 4-24 since the All-Star break.
Oh, 2 count on Stassi.
Quite a few sliders thrown so far, but Police also will throw 92, 98. A fastball and a changeup.
David Fletcher on deck. Feliz also part of the Garrett Cole deal. Astros sent Jason Martin, Colin Moran, Joe Musgrove along with Feliz for Garrett prior to last season. 26 years of age, the Dominican Republic. Stassi bounced that foul. Big kid, 6'4", 240.
I mentioned he can run that fastball when he runs a 4-seam fastball upper 90s.
And down goes Stassi. 2 down. Looking. Fletcher coming to the plate, leadoff man, on board 3 times, single, double, and a walk. Someone suggested Douglas Niedermeyer as a villain.
I just saw that. Also famous in the Twisted Sister video.
One-0 pitch. That's in there for a strike. That was not a good throw by Stallings back to the mound.
And even that baseball is going to get thrown out. Look at that change up as well.
One and 2. It's been in the big league since 2015. Came up with Houston, pitched in 5 games, 47 games in 16. 46 games in 17. Last year, 47 games with Pittsburgh. He's back up the middle. Slow breaking ball on a 1-2 count
for Fletch.
Yeah.
Three hits and a walk. Still plenty of time in this game. And Trout at the plate. Spin and break a ball. Stays up. Back up the middle. Shorten up. Trying to make contact. Picks up another hit.
Trout looks at a fastball downstairs. Michael walking a couple of fly ball outs. One to center, one to right.
Remind David Fletcher's favorite player, David Eckstein. We're reminiscent of a swing for Eck on that one. So far this year in these counts, and I don't know if he's going to throw one to Trout, but he's throwing the fastball almost every single time 2-0. See if he stays with that pattern against Trout and see if Trout's ready.
Three-0. 3-1. Fletcher, 2 outs, single, standing at first base. Halo's down by 3. We're in the 6th. Just off the plate. Second walk picked up by Trout. 2 on for Shohei.
Shohei's had a big game already with a double and a triple.
Ray Searage out to pay a visit. There's action in both bullpens.
You wonder if this conversation is he's hitting the ball the other way throughout these first 2 games. Did they try to sneak something in on Ohtani? And will Shohei be ready to cover that ball?
Let's get a word in from Jack in the box.
Burger looks good.
Try my $4.99 barbecue bacon double cheeseburger combo.
Two outs, 2-out rally, single and a walk. Fletcher at second, Trout at first.
They come inside. So go back to that pitch on the inside part of the plate against Severino last year, and he had a mammoth home run in the right center field. In spring training, he said that was his favorite home run he hit all of last year because that was a firm 97, 98 mile an hour fastball inside, and he hit out.
Got in there again. 1-2. The swing's not quite there for Shohei. Meaning, seems like his swing speed, bat speed slowed down just enough, just a little.
Yeah, look how deep that pitch was in the strike zone. Almost to the back of the plate.
One, two. Evens up the count. Shohei, including tonight, 294 at-bats. This is the 82nd game. Double, triple, 2 runs batted in, 2 for 3.
Again, jammed on the fastball inside.
Making it work. 25 pitches. Liriano getting ready for Pittsburgh in their bullpen. 2-2. Reynolds, the left fielder, shading him toward the foul line and left. Marte's out toward left center field. Playing him the opposite way in the outfield. A little bit to pull on the infield.
That's a good take after some high fastballs and fastballs in. 3-2 count.
Not even a flinch from Shohei.
Police frustrated on that pitch as well. Slams down the rosin bag. You try to ride that high fastball again.
Runners take off and Shohei strikes out on the inside part of the plate. 6 complete. Halos are down 8-5.
Kumir. What a swing once again. What a season he has had this year in his second season in the majors. This ball is covered. It's a 98 mile-an-hour fastball. Gets out quickly. Most home runs before turning 22 in MLB history. He ties Ken Griffey Jr., Frank Robinson, all time as far as home runs before turning 22 years old. One of the most gifted, exciting young players in the game. Love watching him play.
Jake Jewell takes over on the mound. This will be his 9th big league game. No record of .750 ERA. Called up today. He gets Stallings, Reyes, and Frazier. 8-9-1 for Pittsburgh. 8-5 Bucks. 12 hits for the Pirates, 8 for the Angels. Jewell's first one in there for a strike. Stallings today 0 for 3. Ground ball to second.
Back up breaker ball, jammed him.
Luis Garcia, by the way, inning at a third, gave up a run. Had 3 strikeouts, 2 walks, 1 hit allowed. There's Reyes. RBI single up the middle in the 5th inning. Watch out, that one gets Reyes on the elbow. Off-speed pitch kind of sailed on Jake.
Yeah, it spins out of the hand, right on the elbow. Rays with 1 stolen base.
That's drilled out toward left center field. Long run for Trout. Ball slicing away from him, and it'll fall in there. Upton corrals it, fires it back in. Being waved around as Reyes. The throw to the plate. It's cut off. And they got him in a rundown. A run comes in. It's 9-5. I thought they had a pretty good shot at Reyes at the plate. 2 outs. That'll go as a double for Frazier and an RBI.
We're down and got that fastball and lines it left center. And another run score for Pittsburgh. Once trailed this game 4-0. Now lead 9-5.
Reynolds cuts through that one. 0-1 count. So 3 consecutive games now for the Bucks, scoring at least 9 runs. The last time they had done that, September 15th through the 17th of 2016. Reynolds 1 for 2, a single and a couple of walks. He has scored twice. 2-1. That's out towards center field, chasing Trout back. Still moving back at the wall. That is gone. A solo home run for Brian Reynolds, and it's 10-5 Pittsburgh.
We have 2 hit night for Reynolds plus 2 walks.
Home run, his 13th of the year.
Stake breaking ball. Stayed upstairs. Solid swing and a good launch angle for Reynolds. Hit that one out.
Starting Marte, 3-hit game. He's 3 for 4. All 3 singles. Angels now have thrown 150 pitches tonight. We're at the top of the 7th. One and 2. Missed in. 2-2 pitch. Marte lifts one out toward right center field. Calhoun calls off Trout. Third out is recorded, but 2 runs in for Pittsburgh. Stretch time 10-5 Buccos.
Give it everything. Eagles' second round pick last year, 2018. It is 17th home run, 2 home run game last night, 17. That's a club record with the Orem Owls. Home run once every 11.3 at bats, and he started off slow as well, but he has been crushing the baseball. That's a great swing, right center, going yard. Jeremiah Jackson, 17 home runs this year, with still plenty of baseball left to add on to that already club record.
Jeremiah Jackson, just one of the many as prospects the Angels have position player wise in the minor leagues, is Francisco Liriano, prospect once upon a time himself, on for the 54th time. Justin Upton, and Jay Up takes a strike. Upton, Calhoun, and Pujols for the Angels half of the 7th. 0 for 3 game for Upton, picked up an RBI and a ground out in the first. Oh, 2. Liriano, 54 and a third innings, 50 strikeouts, 27 walks, and 48 hits allowed. The now 35-year-old native of the Dominican Republic. So the Tigers last year pitched in 27 games, made 26 starts for them. It's 5-12.
1-2. And when he first came up with the Minnesota Twins, the comparison Johan Santana and Liriano as well. Fastball 90-96, curveball, slider, changeup.
111 wins, 114 losses, and a 4.15 ERA over 14 years.
And a no-no as well.
A no-no for the Metropolitans, right? Wasn't that their first no-hitter?
Yeah, it took him forever to get a no-hitter.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was him or Santana had the no-hitter.
That's what it was. Johan Santana actually had the no-hitter for the Mets.
Yeah.
You were talking about Santana, sorry.
Well, there was always that comparison.
That happens often. 1 out. Calhoun has been on board 3 times, 2 walks and a double. The second time that Liriano's pitched with the Pirates. It's with them from 2013. 2016. Switched with the Twins, the White Sox, Pirates, Blue Jays, Astros briefly. 2017. Tigers last year, back to the Buccos. 1 ball, 1 strike. Broke a bad little looper towards second. 2 outs. So Albert coming up, single, walk, and a ground out. Two balls, no strikes. Two balls and a strike.
Try to get him a chase and all-speed pitch. Turns over that changeup and sinker quite a bit.
Three-one count. 2 outs here in the 7th. Nobody warming for the Angels, so Jake Jewell will come back out. Ground ball left side. Liriano with a 1-2-3. 7th will head to the 8th inning. 10-5 Pittsburgh.
Get back, and the wind calm is welcoming you back outside the Big A. Kent and Jose with you. Make sure you join us, as well as Alex Curry and Tim Salmon, for Angels Live postgame presented by Nissan. And once again, the focus on the long ball for the Pirates, including one Josh Bell.
He is making this ballpark look way too small to the opposite field. There's no doubt the Pirates bouncing back 4-24 coming into this one, but they're not playing like that team. The Angels not playing the cleanest of games either. Here's Bell. Boy, he is going to have a big payday at some point.
And boy, have they been good against the American League. 11-4 entering tonight's action as we head back upstairs to the guys.
Josh Bell leading things off here in the 8th inning for Pittsburgh. We appreciate it, guys. Bell, Moran, and Osuna. It's Jake Jewell's 2nd inning of work. Bell 2 for 3. Single home run and a strikeout. 3 RBIs. Walk back in the 1st.
Last at bat, got him a chase, a breaking ball out of the strike zone.
Two balls, 2 strikes. 10 runs, 14 hits, 8 left on for Pittsburgh. 5 runs, 8 hits, 2 errors, 7 left on for the Angels. And he got him with the off-speed pitch. One down.
And another chase out of the strike zone, off-speed pitch. Homered time before that on a high fastball 0-2.
Moran, a couple of hits and a walk. 2 for 3 overall. One ball, 2 strikes.
Moran, a solid game as well for the middle part of this lineup for Pittsburgh.
2-2 now. Bouncer to the right side. Rengifo, a long go. Nice play. Gets up, retires Moran for round number 2.
Yeah, he had to go a long way. He was able to get to that baseball, gets up quickly. The throw at Moran at first base, was trying to be on base for the 4th straight time. Let's take a look at our Carl's Cam replay on that play to the glove side. Good range for Rengifo. Looks like I was on his way for another base hit for Moran. Gets to it up quickly and fires at the pull holes. See that range for Rengifo, getting better and better at second base. Where the Carl's Cam replay.
No balls, 2 strikes. Osuna 1 for 3. Couple of runs batted in, had an RBI double in the 5th, sac fly in the 6th inning. Back up the middle, between the legs and into center field on an 0-2 count. $15 hits tonight for Pittsburgh. Newman will get an opportunity here. He's 1 for 4, singled back in the 2nd. Went around. Chopper off the plate, goes foul. 0-2. Hales in the bottom of the 8th inning. Dice for Heath and Stasi. See if Clint Hurdle goes back out to the bullpen. Liriano, quick 7th inning. Retiring to sign an order. That is the first time tonight that either team has been retired in order. This one over to short. We'll go to second. Force out Osuna. We'll head to the bottom of the 8th. 10-5 Pittsburgh. Angels baseball is always live with MLB At Bat. Follow the action with game tracking and video highlights, along with up-to-the-moment stats, standings, breaking news, and more. Download MLB At Bat today. It's your #1 app for Angels baseball. Theis leading things off here. And Heath to follow, then Stasi. Cisco Liriano 1-2-3 7th, including a strikeout. Theis tonight 0 for 3. 1-1. 1-2.
One point his signature pitch was that slider.
Lays off. Two balls, 2 strikes. Angels got off to a good start, scored 4 runs through the first 2 innings. Theis fouls it off, took a 4-0 lead. Pittsburgh, the top of the 3rd. An odd inning for the Angels defense. Canning allowed 3 runs on 4 hits. He committed an error himself. There's a poorly thrown baseball to third base from Upton as well. It was just an odd inning. Angels got one of those runs back in the bottom of the 3rd. Theis bounces this one to first. Osuna's got it, 1 down. So after 3, the Angels had a 5-3 lead, but then the 5th happened. 4 runs came across, and that was against Taylor Cole. First 4 reached against them, including a 2-run home run by Bell. A run in the 6th inning against Luis Garcia. 2 in the 7th against Jake Jewell. Meanwhile, the Angels offense hasn't done anything since the 3rd.
Liriano has retired all 4 batters he has faced.
The Angels here at home are in a stretch of games in which they've gone 2-7 collectively against Baltimore, Detroit, and Pittsburgh. One and two on Luis.
When you look at all those games against those teams, the offenses for their clubs have really come out swinging the bat.
Hefo goes down swinging. 2 outs. Dylan Peters will be on the mound tomorrow night for the Angels. Chris Archer going for Pittsburgh.
Won't be easy. Archer with his career numbers against the Angels. 6-1. 2.20 in his career.
This is pulled over to short. Stassi retired. A 1-2-3 8th inning. Remember, tomorrow night's a 5:07 first pitch. Football season kicks big way on Prime Ticket with the Ford CIF Southern Section Game of the Week. The #1 nationally ranked Mater Monarchs host the Centennial Huskies in one of the most highly anticipated games of the season. We haven't started the season, but it's highly anticipated,
it
people. Coverage begins at 7:30 p.m. only on Prime Ticket. It's streaming live on Fox Sports Go. So if this one's highly anticipated, you're on a downward trend the rest of the year.
There's
right?
some serious talent.
You're going to play one and basically go off a cliff the rest of the season because this is highly anticipated.
Oh, but there's a lot of really good high school football teams in SoCal.
Takes Joel back out for his 3rd inning. Pittsburgh here the ninth have 8-9-1 coming up. Stallings, Reyes, and Frazier. Stallings 0 for 4 so far. Fouled back, out of play. Oh my gosh. There's a little girl walking down the stairs and the foul ball just bounced in front of her, thankfully. I'm surprised nobody went over there. Oh my God, that would have been scary. Stallings hits one toward the hole. Fletcher to the backhand has it. Pulls Pujols off the bag. Stallings tagged.
Still nice play by Fletcher. He's having a solid game tonight.
They've been working on that exact play before the game today. Rollers to the backhand.
And with Anthony Simmons still a ways away from getting back into the lineup, David Fletcher going to play a lot of shortstop.
Reyes 1 for 3, an RBI single in the 5th inning. That goes foul.
White Sox coming in on the weekend, a 4-game set. They split a doubleheader today with the Astros.
One ball, 2 strikes. 2-2. The Angels have the top of their order coming up in the 9th inning. Mariano's been perfect so far. 6 up, 6 down. Looks like there is action in their bullpen. Chopper off the plate. Gonna have to hurry. Oh, nice play.
Boy, did he get rid of that ball quickly. 2 good plays in this inning for Fletcher.
Two down, top of the order down, Frazier.
On base 4 times in it with 3 hits and a walk and a couple solid defensive plays in this inning. How quick on the transfer. Get rid of that baseball.
Frazier 2 for 4. Single, a double, and a walk. One, two. That's pulled to right field, a base hit. 3rd hit of the game for Frazier. 16th hit for Pittsburgh. And Brian Reynolds will come to the plate. 2 for 3 with 2 walks, single and a home run, 3 runs scored.
Well, you look at this lineup for Pittsburgh, a lot of balance throughout. Top of the order success, but also middle part of the order as well.
Bouncer up the middle. Fletcher to his left, comes up with it, spins around, unable to get him. Reynolds with his 3rd hit. Heck of a play just to get to it for Fletch.
Good range here for Fletcher, getting to that baseball. Not going to be able to throw at Reynolds at first, though. So 9 hits combined in the top 3 in the lineup for Pittsburgh tonight.
Marte fouls it off. Sterling 3 for 5. One ball, one strike. Jakes is at 47 pitches. Looks like there's some movement in the Angels bullpen now with 2 outs in the 9th. It's kind of an odd time to start cranking another pitcher up. 2 outs, 2 on. 10-5 Pittsburgh here in the 9th. Trevor Cahill. Ground ball to the right side. Rengifo is there. Cahill will sit down and we'll head to the bottom of the 9th inning. Angels are down.
Pirates leading the Angels 10-5, bottom of the 9th inning. Let's go back to my Hyundai key for the game today. Work hard, play hard. Was the case early on with a 4-0 lead through 2 innings. Credit the Pirates coming right back, scoring 3 in the 3rd, and just kept that offense going throughout. They've been very consistent as far as using the whole field and their power. The team that wasn't supposed to hit a whole lot of home runs have hit some in this series so far. 6 of them, as a matter of fact.
Clay Holmes takes over here in the 9th. The right-hander was warming up. What was it, back in the 3rd inning? I think it was. But he'll come into the ball game for the 24th time this year. He's 1-1 with a 6.34 ERA. His big league debut last year. He'll face the top of the order: Fletcher, Trout, and Ohtani. Liriano, 2 innings, 6 up, 6 down with 2 strikeouts. Fletcher on board all 4 times. 3 for 3, 2 singles, a double, and a walk. He has scored twice. Off the plate, Holmes, stutter step, Stallings makes the play. They call him safe.
That was a real good play by Stallings. Close one at first. Called safe.
Second 4-hit game for Fletcher.
Did everything right as far as getting around that baseball and quickly fires it to first. Fletcher able to beat it out.
So Trout will bat with a man on. Might go for 2 with 2 walks. Two balls, no strikes.
Shohei Ohtani with a double and triple on deck.
Two one. Two one. 3-1.
By the way, David Fletcher, one of 6 Angels with 4 hit games this year. Fletcher, the only one doing it twice. Trout's next home run will be number 40. With a good count to get to that point.
And a walk. First 2 have reached for the Angels here in the 9th. Ohtani coming to the plate. Multi-hit game today. 2 extra base hits with a double to triple, 2 runs batted in, 2 for 4 overall. Ground ball towards second base. They get the lead runner at second. Shohei reaches on the fielder's choice. He went after that first pitch. Runners at the corners, 1 out.
Anticipating getting that first pitch fastball after a visit from a pitching coach.
Here comes Thompson, who's 0 for 4. Disappointed. I feel your pain, brother. It's 10-5 here in the 9th. Not the way we wanted to kick off this homestand. One ball, no strikes.
Slider hard of the plate.
Shohei takes off, throw down by Stallings. Not a time, but stole a base.
10th season for Shohei. Double figures again this year in stolen bases, home runs, and doubles for Ohtani. Chance to drive in a couple here, get closer to the base hit from Upton.
Two one.
Calhoun
on deck. Sorry,
he's kind of liking those 2 runners in scoring position now.
Two now. Breaking ball, that's lined into center field, a base hit. Shohei will score, 2 RBIs singled. It's 10-7 now. Holmes went with a breaking ball.
Kind of backed up on him as well. Yeah, break a ball out of the think he'll get on top of that, and a base hit with runners in scoring position for Justin Upton, going to force the Pirates and then Hurdle to go back down to the bullpen.
Clint Hurdle making the slow walk. Not what he was thinking he was going to do here in the ninth inning. Pitching change. Halos are down 3 now. It's 10-7 Buccos. 10-7 Pirates here in the ninth inning with 1 out, 1 on. Felipe Vasquez comes on. Back-to-back games. Pitched last night. 11 pitches. He's 44th game. 2-1 record, a 1.75 ERA. Has 21 saves. 37 saves a season ago. And touching triple digits last night against Shohei Ohtani. Pretty good fuzz. That was to end the game at 101. Exclamation point. That was just to get some work in. Remember, the Pirates coming into this series in the midst of an 8-game losing streak. So Vasquez hadn't been used a whole lot. Got some work in. And now here has to close it out for Pittsburgh. What was a 10-5 lead is now 10-7. Cole coming up. He's 1 for 2 with a couple of walks and a double. Cole hits one sharply to short. Nice play by the shortstop Newman. They turn that into an inning-ending, game-ending double play. One pitch, Vasquez closes it out. 10-7. Pittsburgh wins it.
Man, that baseball was hit hard by Cole, but right at him. Did his double play to finish off this game as Pittsburgh wins the first 2 games of this 3-game set. For Land Rover above and beyond, a player of the game, Josh Bell, an RBI single, but also a 2-run home run. 31 home runs, 98 RBIs on the season for Josh Bell, and an 0-2 high fastball hit it out center field as Pittsburgh wins this one big time today. Hopefully the Angels turn it around tomorrow. 5 o'clock start against Pittsburgh.
Halos drop this one 10-7. They will have Dylan Peters on the bump tomorrow night. Stick around. Angels Live postgame is coming up next.